I have an assignment for you. We are frequently very busy. We frequently have, all these balls that we are juggling, whether it's kids, work, laundry, I don't know, cleaning the house, making meals, this job, that job. We've got a lot going on, most of us. And there becomes a certain amount of unconsciousness that we begin to embody if we get very wrapped up in all the things and kind of go on almost autopilot unless we make a very conscious effort to, well, be conscious. And so your assignment is I'm inviting you to be as conscious as you can. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is paying attention to your thoughts, paying attention to your emotions, paying attention to how you do things, paying attention to when you snap at your partner and pausing and asking yourself, now, why did I do that? Did I do that because they did something that actually warranted it? Which, you know, did they? Or is it just because you're irritated and they're the person that's right there? That is being conscious. Are you doing the dishes on autopilot, or are you taking a moment to feel the warm water in your hands and just be grateful that you have a sink that you can do your dishes in? I think that there's a certain amount of consciousness, awareness that comes with a gratitude practice. And so I guess that's maybe another part of the assignment. As you are working on being conscious as much as possible, I invite you to slip in moments of gratitude. When you're driving your car, like, thank you, car. Thank you that I have a car, that I can, thank you that I have vision, that I can drive my car to one place, from one place to another. Being grateful and feeling that and being like, you know what? I have a beautiful life. And even if there's so many parts of your life that you don't love and you don't think are beautiful, trying to find the aspects of it that you're grateful for, whatever that is. Even if, like, you have critically assessed your life and determined that your needs are not getting met in so many ways, I'm inviting you to now look at the other side of that coin and to look at all the ways that you are getting your needs met and the things that you do have that are bringing you security, safety, joy, love. I invite you to, when you're doing mundane tasks, to do them with intention and pay attention, intention and attention. Pay attention to how you're doing them, what your thoughts are, what kind of thoughts are happening in your mind. And if you are spinning into those hamster wheels of negative thoughts, I invite you to try to stop them. I've given you some tools now. If you do spin into hamster wheels of thoughts, maybe you just pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and then look at a spot and relax your eyes. Just bringing yourself down a notch. You know, I'm giving you these tools not just to get out of totally like activated states, but also get out of like hamster wheel activated states, you know? And you just got these little. I heard the term kill them with kindness about, I guess that would be a decade ago. And for the first time ever in my life, maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was like 15 years ago. But that phrase really stuck with me. And, you know, I feel like it's a really successful tool against yuckiness because the way it was, the way that I heard it when I first heard it, I was hired at this bar and it was like the off season and the the owner of the bar was a man, he hired me. And his wife and daughter were both just like, his daughter was the manager in the restaurant, and his wife and daughter were both just like, no, why did he hire this girl? They were so angry and so confused and just like so irritated. And they took it out on me because he was a bit of an alcoholic. So he didn't like, whatever, just, you know, bulldozed him. And so they took it out on me. And my partner at the time was just like, we'll just kill him with kindness, Lana. That's all you can do. It's like, okay, okay. And, you know, it worked. And by the end of it, they adored me. But, you know, I think about that all the time now. It's like, okay, is there something yucky that's wanting to get in? We're not going to roll over and show them our belly, but we might just kill them with kindness instead. Goodness, maybe, is also another way we could kill them. Kill them with goodness. You know, we get in these hamster negative thoughts and you're conscious. You're like, wait a minute, you know, that's the point of being conscious, so that you're not just letting them run away and you're taking responsibility for your own thoughts and your own emotions and your own mind and what's going on in this, you know, complex, multi-layered bioenergetic system you have here. And you know, to pause and, okay, so I'm stuck in this hamster wheel, and whether it's like, she said this, blah, 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 yucky, blah, 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 you know, whatever it is. It could be totally kind of valid on one hand, but also it's just like causing you harm because it's like it's like bringing you yuckiness. So like, why would you want to, no matter how valid it might be, is it useful? Probably not. So how do we do that? Well, we pause. We can do this other one. This one's really easy. Take a deep breath. Now let it out twice as long. So you kind of constrict. I like to constrict my lips. So the exhale is slower. So it's like twice as slow at least than the inhale. And that's another thing to just bring everything down. And so, you know, use one of the little tools. Use this tool if you need to. But you want to go all the way back here. Right? Do something. I love the shake in it. It's like my favorite thing to do when I get really in a funky state. Because it has happened to me too. I'm a human being. I get funky, I shake it out. You know, it's like, you know, shake it out, get it out of there, stop it. They're called pattern interrupts for a reason. They interrupt a pattern of thought, break it up. So that is your assignment. Your assignment is to be as conscious as you can. Pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your emotions, right? Because we've got an emotional compass that might be kind of out of whack. So we want to pay attention to our emotions. If necessary, we process them. So if anger comes up, maybe you want to do an emotional processing process where you're like, okay, I recognize the wisdom of anger. Dear heart, I fully welcome and acknowledge with my entire body and field the wisdom of anger now. Right? So we just processed a little anger. We just did right there. But we always have to refill it with something good. Remember that. Dear heart, please fill my entire body and field with my soul's divine essence now. Gotta fill in all those places and spaces with the good stuff. So that's your assignment. Get conscious, baby. Get conscious, process out emotions, bring yourself down a notch, stop those hamster wheels. And if you can't do it, like, no pressure. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Like, we don't want that. But, try. You might be surprised at the things you're able to do. That the ways you're able to pull yourself out of ruts just with that alone. Yeah. Okay. You got this, babe. I believe in you.